So it's my day off. I just got back from a nice walk outside. Winter is winding down and spring is springing. Saw completely clear blue skies in the morning for the first time in months, to be honest. And I thought I'd just take advantage of the good weather, go for a walk, run a few errands that I've been meaning to do, but I've been kind of just too busy to do. I thought I'd just show you what I got today. And it's a whole bunch of random miscellaneous stuff. They're not really related, but they all make sense, and I'll explain why I got them. I'm just gonna start with quick grocery top-ups that I got because one item needs to go in the fridge ASAP. I bought these. These are my favorite snacks. They're protein flapjacks, white chocolate and raspberry by Trek. I freaking love them. Each bar has 9 grams of protein. And I kind of just have this anytime I'm feeling like a sweet treat. I've also got high protein dairy milk. It's got 80% more calcium and double the protein. I don't know how they make it such high protein and high calcium, because it literally says this is just cow's milk and there's nothing else added. But hey, I'm gonna take it. When it comes to dairy products like cheeses, yogurts and all that, my stomach is typically fine. But when I bought this milk last time, I had a bit of a stomach ache afterwards throughout the night when I was sleeping. So I'm a bit scared, but I think we're gonna be okay. I also did try the skim version of this milk, which is basically the same protein, just less fat. I was gonna get it today, but I just couldn't find it in the store. But I do have an item that I'm gonna show you as well that is currently being delivered to me as we speak, that is gonna need something like this. Can you guys guess what it is? In fact, let me check when my delivery is coming here. Oh, I just checked Amazon and apparently it's about 4 stops away. So I might get it while I'm recording this video. Yeah, so protein flapjacks and protein milk, or I should really just say milk because that's what it is. There's no other stuff in it. I'll be back. I'm just gonna chuck this in the fridge. Oh, shit. I just broke my fridge. Okay, the fridge is fine. Just the shelf came off when I put the milk on it and everything just fell on the floor. I'm gonna have one of these now, actually. If you guys are based in the UK or know of any snacks, protein snacks in the UK, let me know. There's only one protein bar that I absolutely love. It's by, I think it's Barbells. Anyway, I'll put a photo of it up somewhere because it is delicious. This Trek bar is honestly my favorite thing to eat. If I could, I'd just have it every meal of the day. I love my snacks like that though. I'm gonna track this on my food journal before I forget. I've been really consistent at tracking in my food journal, by the way, and it's been really insightful to see what my body sits well with in terms of how it affects my performance. But also, if I do feel like, you know, I'm a little bit more bloated this week than the previous week, I'll just check my food journal and see what I'd done differently this week to make me feel that way. Cool. And we're just gonna upload it. Can you all see that? Cool. I'll just leave a bit of a blurb. Trek protein flapjack, 9 G's of protein. So I've just posted that in my food journal. And yeah, as you can see, I had 2 last night. And then that was my dinner. Oh, I had 1 before dinner as well. And yeah, this has been my nutrition. You're gonna see these Trek bars pop up a lot, guys. And you know how you're gonna realize that I'm being for real about these Trek bars because they're gonna pop up a lot in my food journal. Yeah, you can see every like 3rd, 4th meal is a Trek protein bar. Check it out. Delicious. Oh yeah. The other thing that I bought, I just realized I have my laundry on display for y'all. I bought a few other things. We'll start with my skincare. So I went to Boots for some lip balm because I ran out. Ended up getting this one here. I was just walking past the lip balm sections, grabbed this one because I thought it was rose scented, But after I bought it, I realized it's rose tinted. I mean, my lips are already really pink as is. So hopefully this doesn't make me look like I've got some lip gloss on. But even still, if I did, so. And the other thing that I went into Boots for was this. I've been contemplating starting retinol for a while now. So what I've learned from Helena and just general research on skincare is that there are really only 2 products that we know so far to have anti-aging properties. Sunscreen, retinol. Okay, the last thing that I went to get was this, a spirit level. It's really just a device that you can use to make sure things are level. What I'm gonna be using this for is my pull-up bar. I don't know if you can see it, but my pull-up bar is just over there. And I basically just wanna make sure it's straight so that I'm not developing any imbalances in my body and in my strength. Now, because I've noticed that although I've tightened the bar, it seems like the bar is slipping a little bit on one side. So I just want to make sure. Let's check the levels of this bar while we're here. Okay. Knew it. It is not level. I've just adjusted it and it's pretty much straight now. It was actually just about 1/2 centimeter off, which probably doesn't seem like much, but those details start to matter over time. I'm actually really glad that I can be certain that that's level now. Oh yeah, I realized I haven't done any fitness stuff in this video yet, so just to stay on brand. You hear my elbows clicking away? For those who follow me for fitness content, hopefully that ticked your box. Actually, I'm a little hungry, so I'm gonna get some food. We have a little mini fridge here. So we have some leftovers. That's what I'm gonna have. We got some lime and coriander rice and some beef mince. It's like a Thai inspired stir fry that I made the other night. Got a whole bunch of it, and I'm probably gonna have a fried egg or 2 to go with that. I'm just gonna heat this up real quick. By the way, if you haven't seen the video yet on how I make crispy fried eggs, click here. It's a game changer. Frying eggs is a perfect way to increase your protein intake in a meal without having to do something really complex. You know, it's literally just cracking an egg in a pan of oil, adding some salt and letting it crisp up. I make a lot of fried eggs as sides to my main meals, and it just helps me achieve my daily protein intake goal, which at the moment is about 150 grams, 160 grams of protein. Oh yeah, and the reason why I'm wearing a hat inside is because I've been wearing this all day and I've probably got hat hair, so I don't want to scare you guys away. I'm not even going to put some oil in there because 1, that's just going to increase the fats quite a lot, and 2, there's already fats from this beef that have solidified actually, like jelly. We'll use that to cook the beef. Okay, now that I'm looking at the sheer amount of beef that I've got in this pan, I'm probably just going to have 1 egg. So the rice is done. A whole lot of beef here. I don't know if you can see how big that is, but probably like 1/2 kilo of beef there. And I've got my egg, which is crisping up. Just going to add some salt to the yolk. You want the pan to be quite scorching hot, because if you leave the egg on for too long, you're gonna really cook the underside of this yolk and the egg's just gonna become chalky. So this egg's been on here for literally 30 seconds. I'm basting it and now that's done. Remember, the residual heat is gonna continue to cook the egg. So you wanna finish cooking it just before the yolk hits your desired consistency. For me, I like my eggs jammy, slightly runny, and I really don't like when there's sliminess at the top of the egg. That's what I'm aiming for. Okay, check this out. This is what I'm working with here. Beautiful. And of course, we gotta track that on my food journal, right? So here we go. Boom. Uploaded. There we go. Nutrition's looking good. All tracked. Crispy edges. Check this out.
Beautiful. Still runny inside. That's a perfect egg. Let's go.
Okay. It's crazy that my laundry is just sitting there in the frame. Hold up. By the way, Helena and I, we didn't choose the furniture in this house. It came furnished, which is quite a new thing to us coming from Sydney. All the questions that you guys asked me in the comment sections, my Instagram stories, all that, I put in my Notion so that I can answer in times like this. So let's answer some questions. Are you natty? Are you natural or enhanced? I am natural, completely natural. I've never taken a drug in my life. I just never wanted to compromise my actual health in pursuit of health, if that makes sense, or health and fitness. Even for the first few years, I was super big on not doing protein shakes and all that kind of stuff. Obviously now, that's my package. There's my Janelos. Oh, I'll be back, guys. Thank you, bro.
You're welcome.
Have a good day.
You too, brother.
Let's go. All right. Woo! I told you guys. Look at this. Big ass package. What do you think is in here? Before I get distracted, like I always do, I am going to answer that question. Yeah, so I'm not natural. I'm kidding. Yeah, I'm natural. I've never taken any enhancements, PEDs, anything. The most unnutty that I've ever gone is taking a protein shake with whey protein in it. I honestly just never wanted to rely on something to produce my performance. I just wanted to see what I could do naturally by manipulating the things that I have control over, like my sleep, obviously my training output, the things that I eat, my water and all that kind of stuff. I like to say that I'm quite a disciplined person, so I want to stick to that commitment that I have of staying natural, not touching any PEDs, TRT, any of that stuff, and try to do things the natural, organic way. When will you do a video of you playing on the drums again? I don't know. I really want a drum kit. I just don't have, first of all, I mean, I'm living in London temporarily, so it doesn't really make sense to buy a drum kit, only to have to ship it back to Sydney, which is gonna cost an arm and a leg. But yeah, when I settle, I'm getting a Roland electric drum kit. I need that back in my life. Music has always been my first love. I've been playing drums since I was 2 years old. I actually had a dream the other night that I was just smashing out the drums. To answer your question, when will I create another video playing the drums? I don't know. I need to get hold of a drum kit first. By the way, that was a rare occurrence. Receiving delivered packages with Royal Mail, that is it's a miracle in my opinion. I think I want to say less than 50% of the times we've actually been delivered something, it's gotten to us successfully. It's otherwise gone missing, stolen, I don't know. But yeah, we didn't receive a whole bunch of items, including the Veta protein pasta, like I was mentioning in I think it's my most recent video. I haven't eaten today and it's 1:50. So if you're wondering what the flavor of this beef is, it was about almost a cup of sauce, and it was a concoction of all these different sauces. So I'm pretty sure from memory, I put light soy sauce, dark soy sauce, oyster sauce, sriracha, brown sugar. Actually, no, this time I skipped out on some brown sugar, but I usually put it when I'm eating with Helena because she likes that balance and that sweetness. And chopped chilies. I started with some garlic, shallots or onions, fried that up, made that the base, put the beef in, put the sauce in, put the beans, put a lid on it, steamed the beans, and that's pretty much it. In terms of the rice, I fried some garlic and shallots. I put some washed rice in to just kind of toast it a little bit. Added some water, vegeta, and a bit of chicken stock. Let that cook, and that's pretty much it. I chopped some coriander in there. What else did I put? Oh yeah, and I grated some lime zest on the top as well once it was done. But that's pretty much it. It's so flavorsome. Give it a try. Let's try this egg. Very nice.
Boom. Absolutely polished. So earlier we tracked my nutrition. I'm just going to quickly log my water intake. I think I definitely had more than 1 liter. So this is measuring in cups. So we just have 2 more cups for the day as a general goal. Obviously I can drink a lot more than that, but that's just the bare minimum. I did an upper body workout this morning on this bar and my rings. I rated it challenging. Oh yeah, check this out. I got an announcement on the app. I made a high protein hockey and noodle stir fry. I love to have this meal, especially while I'm in a surplus, but as you can see... Oh!
All right, item number 1 is a blender. Check it out, looks very sleek. Back home, I used to make a lot of fruit protein shakes. I miss Jake's shakes. If you haven't seen the recipe for my shakes, go check it out right now. Unfortunately, they don't sell coconut water here, or at least nice tasting ones that I know of. Hence why I bought the high protein milk that I showed you guys earlier. Okay, I'll just leave that right there for now. Before I go into opening it, I'll show you what else I got. Woo! Look at this. This is a smart scale, so it measures a whole bunch of things other than just your weight, like your muscle tissue, body fat percentage, water, all that kind of stuff. I got this one specifically because I really like the interface. Yeah, I'm not gonna give you like a product review or breakdown or anything. I'm just wanting to show you what I got. I've been wanting to get him for a while, but the catalyst that pushed me to actually do it is the fact that I wanted to go on a cut. A lot of people would say that I'm already relatively lean, which is true. But for my personal standards, I can get a lot leaner, and I want to challenge myself to do that this year. I'll put a photo up here just so you can get an idea of what I look like when I'm actually lean. This was me before my continuous bulking phase that I did for a few years up until now. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Like I mentioned before, along with this blender, I got the protein milk. I also got this gold standard 100% whey vanilla ice cream flavor. I've been really force feeding myself for months now, and I just want to honestly get out of that habit and stop feeling so bloated by the end of the day. I'm really curious to try this out. Wow, very sleek. Okay, so I just measured myself on the scale that I just bought. On the Scales app, it gave me a breakdown of what my stats are basically. I'm keeping in mind though that the best time to actually weigh myself is as soon as I wake up, before I've consumed any food or drinks. And because I'm halfway through the day already and I've eaten quite a substantial meal, I've trained a bit, I've hydrated, the data might be a little skewed, but that's okay. Just for a general idea, I'm 70.1 kilos. I'm 19% body fat. That's technically the highest that's been in a long time, at least 10 years. And that's okay, especially while in a surplus. And at the peak of my surplus, that's pretty good, to be honest. So I want to look at decreasing that body fat percentage while maintaining or increasing the muscle mass. So there we go. Those are my numbers. So it's just after 7 p.m. It's a bit later in the day. I intended this video to be more of like a haul, but it ended up being kind of a day in the life. I am not feeling hungry, so this is the perfect time to put this bad boy to use. We're kind of discovering a new shake recipe together as we speak, because my typical shake I don't have the ingredients for. So we'll try to make a shake taste nice. I have work at 7:30 a.m. tomorrow. It is currently just after 7 p.m. so that I get enough sleep, quality sleep. I want to wind down at around 8 to 8:30 p.m. Cool. We have quite a large cup. Comes with a lid. This must be the motor. Very nice. This honestly looks so sleek. I'm glad that I went with this one. I didn't want to get a black color because I thought that sometimes the black looks a little cheap. And I mean, I don't know if you realized, but the door frames in our home are painted like a really dark navy, close to black as well. So I just wanted to brighten the place up with a bit of silver or stainless steel. that is the motor. You can't even see it, but I was contemplating getting one of those Ninjas because Helena's had a really reliable Ninja in the past and it lasted her at least 4 or 5 years. I've had at least 3 or 4 NutriBullets in my lifetime, and you'd think I'd learn my lesson the first 2 or 3 times, but every single time, for some reason, the rubber bit underneath the blade that connects to the motor that turns the blade started to wear off. Was I using them incorrectly? I don't know. Let me know if you had that experience as well with NutriBullets. But anyway, I decided to get this one because, I don't know, it just looks so sleek. There's no big fancy logos on it. It's just a really nice, simple design. So here we have another lid, which is kind of like a shaker lid. All of these are rubber sealed, so nothing leaks. And then finally, we have the mini cup. When it comes to my shakes, I always use the mini cup. I don't know why. I think it's just the fact that I use less ingredients over time and I save money because of it. Okay, well that's about it. That's what this looks like. Very sleek. I am incredibly happy with this purchase. Well, let me actually use it before I say that. Let me just give it a wash. For about 2 months, I've been waiting to open this bad boy. Again, I have the vanilla ice cream flavor. It's got 24 grams of protein per scoop. I have a big sweet tooth, and I mean, it doesn't smell too sweet, but of course, it's not even in the drink yet, so I can't really say anything about it. Okay. We got my high protein milk that I bought earlier. This is the first time I'm making this shake. I don't know how it's gonna taste, but I've got my fingers crossed for this one. Hopefully it's good. I'm gonna add a scoop of this protein powder. I'm actually very happy with the volume at which that thing blends compared to the NutriBullet that I had previously. Yeah, so much more quiet. I'm gonna be brutally honest with you guys. At first glance, it's a little foamy. It's a bit clumpy too. Let's taste it. Hang on. Okay, it doesn't taste too sweet. I would probably add maybe some maple syrup in there to add a bit of sweetness. But honestly, on its own like that, it tastes kind of like white chocolate, but less sweet. But there isn't that proteiny taste. This is really, really good. In terms of the taste, it's not as good as my shake, which is young coconut water, honey, whey protein, and frozen mangoes or frozen bananas. But that's a lot of ingredients. You've already got a lot more carbs and sugars in that. Whereas this is just whey protein and high protein milk. Okay, I'm gonna try and add some maple syrup in here and see what that tastes like. Just a dash. Now, with some maple syrup, let's see how it tastes. Oh my days. That's so good. The reason why I went for maple syrup instead of honey is because, first of all, our honey is genuinely solidified. I don't think that will mix well. And yeah, maple syrup is obviously runny, so I thought it would just emulsify a lot better. Maple syrup has a bit of a deeper taste than honey. I feel like it's got deeper tones of sweetness. The only thing I would probably add to this is ice, but I'm kind of too scared to put it in these little blenders because I feel like that might break it. Let's do a bit of a physique check-in. Let's see how lean I can get this year. Okay, I am filming again because I need to be real with you guys. My stomach was honestly munted after those shakes. I definitely will not use the milk again. It sent me straight to the toilet. It feels weird because my stomach felt really bubbly and empty at the same time. So I'm now
Making some boiled eggs with some seeded sourdough toast. Making 3 eggs just to, honestly, just to fill my stomach because
just wasn't feeling good 10-20 minutes ago. Now it's kind of settled down a little bit, but yeah, it was kind of crazy how instant that feeling was.
It is not the prettiest meal, but it's a necessary one. We've got some buttered seeded sourdough. We've got 3 soft-boiled eggs. This is exactly how I like them, not too runny but jammy. I left them in there for about 6.5 minutes, 7 minutes, and then made sure that they cooled in some cold water to stop the cooking process. And then I've got some salt. That's genuinely how I've always eaten my soft-boiled eggs. Just dip them in salt and then just eat them like that.
I think I've learned an important reminder, and it's to keep it simple. For me, my body, in terms of nutrition at least, doesn't respond well to drastic changes. So when I'm jumping straight into things like, I don't know, drinking straight milk, it makes sense as to why I felt quite crap afterwards. So yeah, I'm just gonna down this before bed. Like I said, I gotta get up relatively early tomorrow, so it's important that I wind down. Soft-boiled egg. So good. If you guys enjoyed this video, let me know. If there's any questions you want to ask it in the comments, send me a message on socials. And yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next one. This has been a day off in my life. Take care, good night, peace.